So, what have we got? We have an accident on this build, so you'll find out about that later in the video, but we have a solid white oak TV cabinet with continuous grain across the drawer fronts. We've got inset drawer handles on the drawer fronts with soft close drawers and then some rebates. It also doesn't fit on the workbench and it's all built in a single garage. Let's get cracking on with this build. Okay, so as you can see behind me, I've finished doing all the milling, jointing and gluing and clamping for all the longer boards. There are no dominoes or biscuits in this, it's just glue because everything was nice and tight and flat and square. But before I do the glue up for the smaller boards, which are going to be the outside pieces and the two center dividers, I thought I'd show you a little tip to get those final joints nice and tight before you clamp and glue up. I'm going to transfer this to voiceover Sam and some B-roll footage because I know for a fact I'm not going to be see, I can't even say it. I'm not going to be able to explain this with my voice because my voice is not working today. So here's the voiceover Sam and some B-roll footage. Now, if your surface plane isn't set truly bang on 90 degrees, which it could well be, let's face it, this is a good little trick to know. So, by jointing the edges of your boards in a particular orientation to the ones next to each other, the angle, whether it's bang on 90 or even at 88.9 degrees, cancels each other out, resulting in a flat glue up. Now, as you can see, I've written both an I and an O, which is either an in or out. This first one is out, so that means it faces away from the fence. You run it through, then turn the board, then the opposing edge will face in towards the fence, and then run it through. Even if your surface plane is bang on 90 degrees, this is still a good little habit to get yourself into tight. Is there a daily dose of full affliction? So that was about 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours worth of sanding that you've just seen in about 4 seconds. All I've done is use 80 grip just for now to get all the glue marks off, get it all flat, level, and then smooth enough that I can then get everything cut down to final dimension, which I'm about to do now. I've also got some dados to cut, which will house the two central dividers, and then I've got some rebates, or rabbets, which will be for the outside pieces and the back panel. Yeah, so let's go. Okay, now that's all assembled and I know everything is nice and clean, I'm gonna disassemble it again and then sand all the internal sections, mainly because it's easier to do it now than doing it after you've done the glue up. Then once that's done, I'm gonna mask everything up and then get ready for the glue up, and then hopefully I can get that done tonight. God, I ain't got long. I've not got long. Wish me luck. Okay, this isn't gonna get glued up tonight. No way. Things always take longer than you want, don't they? So I'm gonna revisit this tomorrow morning. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Morning! So, let's get this all prepped and ready for glue up. Let's move you out of the way. Okay, so everything is prepped and ready to go. I've done the rehearsal for the glue up. Yes, a rehearsal, I'd always recommend one. I'm doing it on the table saw purely because I'm gonna need the workbench. I'm gonna try and attempt to film another YouTube video whilst that is drying. I also need the workbench whilst doing the glue up and all this walkway, so I wish I could get you closer, but bear with me. If you've worked out what video that is that I'm filming whilst this is gluing up, let me know in the comments below because that video is going to be going out before this one. But I hope you can see what's happening and I guess cue the time lapse. Okay, that is done. Woo! But a lot of clamps. So I always say, you always need more clamps. Right folks, that's it for this video. Part 1 of this build is done. Now I know you all have very busy schedules, so I don't want to cram in lots of information into a short video or even bore you to death with a long video. So, Part 2, we've still got the legs to build and they have loads of angles in them, and they also have a big groove cut into them which will fit snugly into the side of the TV cabinet. We've then got drawers to make with those hidden soft close Bloom drawer runners and then everything else on top. So I guess you're just going to have to hit that subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell so you don't miss out on part 2 or potentially part 3 if there is one. Bye folks!